Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Aquarius to your full moon in Leo, January into February 2023. I am your reader, Mars conjunct Leo rising, that I am, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from A Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box. You can preview it for free, and there's also a link in the description box where you can preview for free my Patreon, patreon.com/drawing the circle. Woo, love it, big time. A lovely members only subscription platform that allows me to create different levels of subscription, all sorts of fun and goodies over there. We got Seekers, Humans, Heroes, Angels, Seekers, Humans, Heroes, Angels, Witches, Immortals, Mystics, Gods, Goddesses, 8 different levels there. All of my subscribers get me every morning with an unlisted YouTube live stream link so that they can chat with me talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, ending with a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something something to send us on our way. It's my favorite way to start the day, even though that rhymes. And I'm really, really into it. My subscribers also get all the extended readings. The part 1s are on YouTube. The part 2s are on Vimeo.com if you want a pay-per-view. Have at it if you like. There are a lot of them. But all of my subscribers get the part 2s as part of their subscription, whatever level they're on. And I'm really digging it. As an artist, as a mystical artist, a reader, a teacher, all of that stuff, it allows me to do all of that, digging it big time. So if you want the deeper dive, a little bit more magic, miracles, mysticism, Mal, come play on Patreon, because Leo's, I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. It's so much easier to call me Mal. And let's get down to business. Doing the bull dance, feeling the flow today. Just took a nap, did some breath work, did some meditation, said the prayer, and I'm ready to rock and roll. So if you're new to the channel, a 5-card draw is just 1 card from 5 different decks, giving you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, in this case waxing from new to full, January, February 2023. These 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements. Fire, your element, first card down. Earth, air, water, and spirit to help you align, fine-tune, clarify your intentional work, your magical work, your spell work, your law of attraction, who's he, what's this, to plant a seed and watch it grow from new to full. Let's have a look at this. The new moon in Aquarius, Saturday, January 21st, 3:53 p.m. Eastern. I am in New York, which is wonderful, right? Plant a seed, an Aquarian seed, granted your opposite sign. If you have planets in Aquarius, you might want to look into that, what's going on there, so that you could really plant a seed that benefits everyone. 11th house, right? Humanitarianism, and we are the world, we are the children kind of stuff. And then watch it grow to the full moon, right? So we start with for everybody, and then we end up at the full moon in Leo, our full moon, Sunday, February 5th, 1:29 p.m. Eastern, which is then very personal, right? So really, really wonderful vibe there, considering that Sunday is the day of the sun on a Leo moon. That's a solar double whammy. It'd be a very, very successful full moon. But of course, when the moon rides at her peak, then your heart's desire seek, and we have 2 astrological events worthy of looking at in that 2-week cycle period. January 22nd, Uranus goes direct, which is nice. Just roll with that. And then, interestingly enough, on the 26th of January, Venus goes into Pisces. So it's going to be an interesting 2 weeks. I'm glad it's waxing, not waning. Look, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, right? Particularly check the titles if you see words of repetition. And cross-watchers, yeah, cross-watchers are welcome on my channel big time, because, whoever you're cross-watching for, you can get some understanding, some sympathy, some empathy for what they're trying to create. But if you apply this to your own energy field, you will wax, build, grow something, manifest something as well. And you'll be helping the entire Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and I suppose other cross-watchers do the same, right? Because there's only one of us incarnate. I know it don't look that way, but that's the game that we're in, yeah? So both feet on the floor if you can, focus on your breath if you will. I will do my best to get us the clarity, guidance, and grace that we need, that we can manifest our heart's desire, the element of fire, because the more of us who are manifesting our heart's desire as part of what we came into this life to do, try and get rid of a heart's desire. You can't. It's written in there. They were assigned to us before we came into this life. Then we're making this world a better place. You know, more gold than lead, a bit more heaven on earth, permanent paradise, planet Earth, whatever you want to call it. So let's get down to work, because the shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. So please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Best two-word spell that ever came to me. Here we go. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, I call to the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. For the Leo Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, please, what is the magical spell fragment to help them refine I should say our element of fire, what we yearn for, what we burn for, our heart's desire. This new to our full, this beautiful new to full, January, February. New beginnings. Very, very easy there with a new moon. So if you're looking for a new beginning, here's the spell fragment. Let the magic in this spell clear the space in which I dwell. Clearing space sounds more like a waning moon thing, right? And yet, that space can mean mental space, emotional space, physical space, right? Clear my energy space in which I dwell, so you have a clean slate. So that's pretty general. It's about as general as you get, except for a new beginning. So let's ground that with the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Your element of earth, the fuel to feed that fire, to ground and manifest that heart's desire. Let's take a nice deep breath. Just watch this. Still point. I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North Powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle. Archangel of Lyons, big time. Archangel of Nature, Archangel of Wealth, and all that jazz. Please, one card in clarity for the Leo Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is the Crystal Oracle? The element of Earth, right? To help... the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire and help manifest the heart's desire of this new beginning for the Leo Collective and crosswatchers. This new to full. Ooh, rutilated quartz. I'm wearing rutilated quartz. This is called the Torch of Archangel Ariel, Torch Ariel as I like to call it. And I love rutilated quartz. It used to be called angel hair. It's clear quartz with these rutiles in them. But back in the day, because they are golden in color, angel's hair. Just saying. And I know this one. This is about reconciliation. Now, reconciliation is usually between people, right? You reconcile this, that, or the other. But that word reconcile, you know, if you ever reconciled your bank account, your checkbook, you know that it is indeed a process. Where are you, rutilated quartz? As rose quartz, we're almost there. Rutilated quartz. The key words: vibrational healing, higher mind, which is higher, the mind of the higher self, and reconciliation, or the super consciousness, if you want to go Freudian, Jungian. So vibrational healing, higher mind, and reconciliation. Catch this. You are subconsciously receiving loving vibrations and loving thoughts from someone connected to your past. This is feeling a little bit more like a waning read if it's from the past. An episode or conflict that hurt you emotionally is now being healed and reconciled by the power of forgiveness and unconditional love, which the ego is never going to be down with. The soul lives that way. The higher self is all of that. And the personality has to choose ego, screw that, or yeah, soul, I love you. Over these coming days, you may find yourself emotionally and mentally reciprocating this love as you reflect on a person or past event. And that's why you can reconcile something from something that happened, regardless of who is involved. Through this mutual exchange of love, past wounds are now energetically being healed, and all negative attachments resolved and released. I will say this feels a bit waning, but that's not shocking, right? For new beginning to clear out the vibrational stuff, that vibrational healing, because no matter what happens on the outside, the inner creates the outer. And we're not in charge of that. We're not in control of it, but we can play along, right? So a piece of rutilated quartz, if you have the stone, great. Clear quartz does everything, but a little piece of jewelry, a little touchstone, a little element to earth to remind you, right, as we move along. Let's look at the element of air, the thought, the mind. Now, fire cannot exist without air, but air can exist without fire. So the Healing with the Angels Oracle tells you which angels are assigned to you on this, the legion of angels. Let's see who hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, here we go. As I call upon the archangel, the angels and archangels of fire, the sign of Leo, powers of the south. Please, the Michaelites, the legions of Archangel Michael. One card in clarity for the Leo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading for the element of air. The thought, the air, to stoke the fire and manifest their heart's desire of this new beginning with the vibrational healing and the higher mind and reconciliation. This new 2 hour full, this beautiful January, February 2022. Archangel Michael, that's happened twice. Aries got the same thing. So we've had 2 fire signs so far, and both of them got Archangel Michael. So look, the lore and history of Archangel Michael is way more easy to find than, Uriel, Gabriel. Archangel Michael is pretty well documented, right? The patron saint of rescuers and firemen and policemen and all of that. But the most iconic image that I know of Archangel Michael, because I was raised Catholic, obviously I ain't no more, is that image of the sword drawn, foot on the head of the devil, the Lord of Lies, because he's the angel of truth, right? That sword of truth. So this can be about integrity. And certainly if you're looking to be cut free of things, Archangel Michael is your dude. You could probably find 10 billion YouTube videos about Archangel Michael's cutting cords and all that stuff. And with vibrational healing, that does make sense, but to ask for his help. See, angels don't intrude. They're good guests, right? They come when called, right? You ask politely, Archangel Michael, help. There's the prayer, right? But think about that. What would the legions of Archangel Michael, how would this help, considering the Archangel of Fire and Leo heading towards our full moon in Leo? This is good. So let's keep going. Element of water. Whispers of Love Oracle, Angelo Hartfield. I love this deck, and it often turns the party, right? Because it's got the romance cards in it. The voices of the higher selves of all involved, not just you. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Well, this feels warm and lovey. Again, it's the Whispers of Love Oracle, but let's see. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, perhaps even my own, 5th dimension above, 8th chakra and above, what is the Whisper of Love for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, a piece of information, inspiration, insight they need for the element of water, the emotional stuff. Put the love into it. Love is divine power, particularly with Archangel Michael on the table. What do you got for them? The element of water, the juice to the spell to help them manifest their heart's desire of new beginning with rutilated quartz and Archangel Michael on the table. This beautiful. You are limitless. We all are, but this is about you. You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. And let's not forget that includes, that's what free will is. Your choices, your decisions. No one's going to make you do anything but it is your gig to feel that limitlessness. Now, how do you do that? Well, I would think with Archangel Michael, the element of fire, fire energy is willpower, right? Pull the trigger or don't, light the candle or don't, you get what I'm saying? To shine that light through you at full capacity, right? Your truth, your authenticity, right? For this new beginning, right? Like if you start a new job, you want to go in there authentic. I know a lot of people pretend to be somebody else, but not in this case. Be truthful. Otherwise you end up with the wrong, well, that's all a lesson, right? But look, we're all limitless. We are higher selves as manifested souls on heroes' journeys in human bodies, and it's all happening simultaneously. So the higher aspects of this, calling upon an archangel, the difference between an angel and an archangel, a cell in the body is like an angel, a higher self, if you will. Now imagine every cell in your body. That's what an archangel is. It's an arc of angels, if you want to play it that way. It's good words for it. So that limitlessness, and it's so easy to limit ourselves nowadays, right? Watching the news, the conditioning we were born into, but you know, the soul doesn't have any of that conditioning. That's all the ego and the personality dealing with that. So last card down, the Matcon Healing Mantra deck for the card of Spirit to charge it. So let's say you have a piece of rutilated quartz, right? Cast a spell for new beginnings, invoking, calling, asking Archangel Michael for healing help, with at least tuning to the thing. Okay, supposedly I'm limitless. So I don't see that. I don't feel that way right now. But a new limitless beginning, right? This would be the mantra to help you do it a little bit every day. Grab the rock, say the spell, do the mantra. All right, Michael, help. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Alright, so I call upon the Ascended Masters of New Beginnings. I've never done that before, so I call upon the Ascended Masters of New Beginnings. Please, one card in clarity for the beloved Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. Please, brilliant bright ones, what is the perfect healing mantra? The card of Spirit to charge this thing a little bit every day or a lot of bit every day. We are dealing with Leos. To help them manifest their heart's desire, which may be for a new beginning, or maybe their heart's desire requires a new beginning with vibrational healing, reconciliation, right? That higher vibe, that higher mind going on there. And with Archangel Michael, there's the higher part of it. Cut them free from lies, illusions, deceptions, and delusions that we're born into and can pick up and discard as we so choose, because the truth is that they are limitless. We are limitless. We can set limits on ourselves. Boundaries are healthy usually, but for Leos, we need our light to shine at full capacity to get this world where it needs to be. So what do you got for them this beautiful, beautiful February 2023? Untangle neglect. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. And okay, I'm going to read it from the Boogie Book. But really, what is a feline like more than approval? And if you're not getting it where you are, sometimes it's not the immediate signal to say I'm out of here. But if it is repetitive, if there is limitations being put on you, know that neglect is one of the 4 ego wounds, right? Abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss. And this is one that you can do something about in a very truthful, authentic way. Not so much by affirmations, but by really tuning to how limitless we are, regardless of how we may feel. Hold on, we're almost there. Untangling neglect. The mantra, I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. When neglect is untangled, you are no longer turning to outside sources for constant reassurance and validation. It's tricky for Leos because we are the sun, right? We are that solar energy, so we like to be recognized, right? And validated. Instead, you are going within the depths of your own heart to notice the parts of yourself that require the presence of your attention. Right? Put your good stuff in your own personal spotlight. In nurturing yourself this way, you step forward as the first responder Archangel Michael, first responders, you know, policemen, firemen, all that, rescuers. You step forward as the first responder to each wound, concern, and desire. From this space, there becomes less of a likelihood of attracting relationships where further neglect occurs, simply because you have accepted your role as the one who nurtures the innocence within you. Now think about that. Think about innocence in a new beginning. Right? To see things with fresh eyes, to be open to new experiences, knowing that you are limitless, maybe not just as a thought, like in the element of air, but feeling it. It's like, no, I don't know what this means, but I can feel, I can do, you can be, do, or have anything. There, I gave you some Abraham Hicks. This mantra is ideal for building self-confidence, surviving codependency, because if you're relying upon a person, place, or a thing to give you approval, it's dicey, right? That changes like weather and bloat, but this is something you can do for yourself. And healing neediness, right? That's what makes us needy, when we're not giving ourselves the things that we can because we were never taught to. And if that's from family, guess what? They weren't taught to either. That's why we're doing this in a new way. So, I'm going to put this together in what we call a blessed summation, a blessing and a summation. And we do them for real, because blessings are a thing we can all partake in as well as transmit. Please take a nice deep breath. Talk about higher vibe. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Leo collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, may we all be blessed with all that we need to manifest our heart's desire by untangling neglect, because we can take the time to give ourselves all the approval we desire, because we are limitless. We have access to the entire universe within ourselves. So how do we do that? How do we recognize this truth? Help us recognize this truth. There is, we can do anything that we choose to do, particularly if we call in Archangel Michael to clear the path, to cut the cords of the past, right? To show us the truth, to help us stand in our truth and our honor and our integrity as first responders to every wound, need, and concern within us, with that lovely reconciliation of rutilated quartz, the higher mind, the vibrational, wonderful who's what's is going on there, all so that the Leo collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs can get a new start here with that innocence, with this new beginning. Breathe. Let this magic in this spell clear the space in which we dwell for the well-being of all, and with harm none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. So it is. How's that for Leo rising, House of L, realness? Mal L of Krypton, the last game of Krypton. Did you like it? Did you like it? Then hit that thumbs up and help other Leos find the video. You want more of me here on YouTube? Do all the YouTubey things. Comment, like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And if you want to book me for a private reading, I take clients from all over the world. We Zoom it, we Facebook Messenger, whatever works. There's a link in the description box to a YouTube video, booking a reading with Mal. Explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with me, but we're afraid to ask, perhaps. And certainly, if you want the deeper dive, me every morning. On Patreon. On Patreon, $3 Seeker, you get the extendeds and the daily check-ins. God Goddesses top tier, you get everything. There are 8 different levels, so go check it out. I love it there so much, and if you are a creative type, go look at it to start your own, because I love Patreon. And honestly, the most important thing that I can say to any Leo out there who may be going through what this reading indicates, I love you. I believe in you. I believe in us. So hang in there. Do what you gotta do. Untangle that neglect with Archangel Michael. Sounds like a good gig. And, you know, I love you. So heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.